What is up, guys and gals? Ursine Maximus here with Ursine Games, and here we are with the next part of our Unity RPG tutorial. So let's jump right into it. Last time I showed you how to set up a tile palette, and in this one we're going to build a quick little level to walk around on and stuff. We're gonna paint our tile map. So we should have all of our tiles, right? Don't mind this. That's not supposed to be there. Yeah, so should have all of our tiles, right? Have our tile palette. We should have the smart tile, is what I call it, right? That I created for you. Well, you not that you should have it, but if you do have it and it works, great. If not, it's okay. But you should have a tile set made with tiles, and pretty easy to set up, but it just takes a while. You take your tiles, like you can take your full tile set, the image of it, how everything's individual. You grab it and you throw it into your new tile palette. Like you create a new palette and you can take the whole thing and throw it in there. But it's not gonna look like that for some reason. It doesn't lay it out the way it is in the image for whatever reason. So you have to go in, and it's pretty easy. Like you click edit, and then you select. Hotkey is S, and you'll click on one, and then you'll click move, or hotkey M, right? And then you click and hold, and you can drag it where you want it, and then you can just rearrange it, set it up to where it's easy to navigate for you. And then when you're done, you just take edit off. Alright, so we got that out of the way, right? Cool. So first thing we're going to do, you're going to go over to hierarchy, you're going to right click over here, or you can click the plus here, same thing. You have this plus, or right click, you're going to go to 2D object, tile map. It's going to create a grid for you in the tile map. Okay? And to make it easy, you're just going to want to build it around where the camera is right now. Let's rename this one. Let's just call it round for now. Okay. We're gonna open up our palette, and what we're gonna want to make sure, which is pretty easy to do, go into your tile. You're gonna click your tile set. You're gonna make sure that pixels per unit is set to 32. It's gonna be 100 just automatically. They're all sprites and stuff. When you import them or create them or anything, it says it's 100 just by default. And that's gonna be the pixels per unit. So when something says like size, like scale right here, how it says 111, like scale and the X and the Y, 1 is the unit, so 1 unit. So if you notice then that in here, if it's set to 100 per one unit, then 100 pixels is going to be shoved into that 1 by 1 grid. But each of these is a 32 by 32. Each one of these is 32 by 32 sprite, right? So we set this to 32 to make sure that that tile completely fills the 1 by 1 grid. So just make sure you do that, okay? For whatever tiles that you use, not just this tile set. Like, that's the only tile set I have, but that's just for tiles right now. So whatever like tiles that you use, find out what size it is. If it's a 32 by 32 or a 64 by 64 or a 12 by 12 or whatever it is, 6 by 6, whatever that size is, put that here. So if it's a 6 by 6, just put this to 6. 64 by 64, put it to 64. But these are 32. So yeah. All right, now we got that out of the way. All right, let's start painting. I'm just gonna use my pre-made one for now, and you're just gonna paint right on it, right? Paint right on the right in your scene view. Paint right all around, right? I might have to fix my thing. I don't think I have to. Yeah, my smart tile is pretty smart. So there we go. And there's an easier way to do this actually. What you can do is if you click this right here, paint a filled box with active brush. Hotkey is U. Select that, and then you can just do it like this. Boop. You can fill it in. And then, like, whatever you select, it'll fill it in for you. So that's pretty cool, huh? We don't want that, so whoops. So let's get rid of that real quick. I say real quick, but it's not gonna be real quick. And you might see like little skips. Like the video might like skip. I might be doing something and then stop talking for a second, and then you'll see like things change like all of a sudden. That's from me pausing the recording and then starting it up again. Like if I'm not talking or if I ramble on or I just mess something up or whatever, I'm gonna pause it, do whatever I'm gonna do to catch up, and then restart the recording because I don't want this to be boring and just filled with rambling or me going and trying to think of shit. So yeah, let's make it a little bigger space. Do two more down here. Here. That's pretty good for now. Okay, there we go. We got that. Alright, so you should have like a basic little area now. You don't have to use the one that I used. You can use either one of them. This one is this first set right here. Right? That's another thing you can do. You can click and select multiple ones. Like, say you didn't want to like click here and then put it down and click the next one and put it next to it. What you could do is like click like this, right? And then you get those two. And you put them down. And then you can click the middle one and then like paint as far as you want. And then paint the other one. Nice little trick too. You can select multiple things there. Okay. And what I'd already done. Oh, I don't know if that actually saved. But let's check real quick. Go into our Sprite Editor. I showed you all this before. Did it save? I don't think it did. I'm going to here. It did save. Alright, cool. So I want to bring this up real quick. We're gonna be I'm gonna show you we're gonna go into colliders in this episode, okay? So um like shapes that you can't pass through. Like they block you. So if you try to walk through it, it'll stop you. You won't be able to move through it. So it's like there's a physical object there blocking you, right? And I had already set a couple of these up, but I left one just so I could show you how to do it. But if you notice, it has this custom outline here. The rock has a little custom outline. This tree has this custom one. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick, okay? So you go into your Sprite Editor, right? Click your tile set, right? You click Sprite Editor. I'll bring this up, but you already know about all that because we had set a whole bunch of stuff up before. Then you click this up here, right? It's normally on Sprite Editor. You're going to click it and go to Custom Physics Shape. I don't know what that's talking about. I must have. Okay. So with that, we're going to come in here. Let's do this tree real quick, okay? You're just going to click somewhere on here and drag. So click and drag. That's going to create a little box for you, and then you can click on these squares in the corners, and you can resize and reshape it. So we're going to make it kind of like this. So let's bring it up about there. That's okay. Let's bring it up. No, that's okay there because we don't want to get lost behind it, right? Yeah, that's good there. So you set that up and you click apply. Now you have a custom physics shape. This is going to come into play when we create a tile map collider. And then for this one down here, this is like a little like bush tree kind of thing. I'm just going to create a little one for this. Little one so you can't walk through it. You can make them like all weird shapes. What you can also do, you can click anywhere on the line and it'll create another point for you to drag around. So you can make all sorts of shapes however you want. Now to get rid of it. You click it like you're going to drag it around. Make sure you're holding it. And just press delete. Boop, and it's gone. Make this little shape here. Actually, let's create just a little shape so you can't walk through that. We'll hit apply. To do his thing. And boom. That's another one I wanted to do. Alright, cool. Cool. And what we're also going to have to do, it's not going to be fun, but we have to do it. What we have to do is we have to go in here to where all of our tiles are. We have to select pretty much all of them except for the ones that we just customized. Okay. So you click the first one, scroll down, you're going to hold shift, and then click up to here. Scroll down, you're going to press and hold control, and click here. Okay. And then keep holding control, and click all the rest of these. Alright? All the rest of these. Skip the trees, and then click these two. Leave the water. Alright? We're going to come up to here to where it says collider type. Select none. Alright? We don't want any of these tiles to have colliders on them. We want to be able to walk on them. But we don't want to be able to walk through trees or on water or through a tree stump or through a rock. So we have these set to collider type spray. Okay? Make sure your trees are set to spray for collider type. Water, your stump, make sure that's spray. Your rock, make sure that's spray. Okay? Your bush, snow bush, make sure that's set to spray. And all the rest of them should be none. Alright, now we're ready to move on to the fun stuff, okay? Now, we're going to create another tile map. So we're going to go up here to our grid, right? Wait for this to catch up. Everything's being super slow. My computer is not happy with me. Do something real quick. Get rid of this crap. Close it. Let's see if that helps at all. Alright. Go to your grid. You click on your grid, and you can either do the same thing here. You can click here, or you can right click on grid. Either way, same thing. 2D object, tile map. Alright. And when that's done doing its thing, because everything's being super slow right now, another tile map will pop up. We're going to call this, let's call this decorations. All right, let's call this decorations. Alright, cool. Make sure it has a tile map render, all that stuff. Alright, and then in this one, we're going to paint, our little decorations, our trees, our bushes and stuff. Oh, look at that. It is not looking good. I think we have a problem. Oh no, there it is. Oh, I think you just kind of see it because of, things look. That's interesting. Oh, that's weird. Oh, duh. Make sure your active tile map is set to decorations. I'm pulling my freaking. Oh, what is going on? Come on. What is going on? frick? Oh, something went wacky. For pausing this. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, so yeah, make sure your active tile map is set to decorations. Alright. Now we'll get back to painting. Put some trees around. I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna put some stuff down. And you guys do the same, and then we'll get back. Okay, real quick, I want to show you if you're having trouble with these ones because how it's cut off at the ends. Just grab a regular tree, put it on there, right on the ends there. Oh, I did not click there. Why are they like that? Oh, this one's wacky. Yeah, just throw them on the end there. Okay, cool. You should have a little little area set up. I didn't go too crazy with it. I just wanted to get some stuff put on here. Alright, cool. Next thing we're gonna do, you're gonna click on your decoration layer, your decoration element. You're gonna come over here, you're gonna click add component. You're gonna type in tile map. You're gonna look for tile map collider 2D. You're gonna click that. Boom. Okay. You're gonna notice that it just threw some green squares over the decorations that we threw in there. Because you remember we set the custom physics outline, right? So those outlines that we put, they now have a green line where we had set that up. Set those lines up. Now there's green lines on them. That means we cannot walk through them. We're going to collide with those. Okay? They all have them. Now you see why we had to make sure that these were set to sprite and the other ones were set to none. Otherwise the entire map would have that collider. Alright, cool. So we got that on. But if you notice, each one has a box around it. Every single object that we placed. And that's okay, but we want to make it more efficient. We don't want every single thing to have a box around it when they're like grouped together. There's no point for that. So what we're gonna do, you're gonna come over here, you're gonna type composite, you're gonna look for composite collider 2D, right? Boop, click that. You're gonna notice that it threw in a rigid body. It needs a rigid body to work. And if we just left that alone, all of the um, all of the objects that have a collider around them would they have gravity and you'd see that they'd slide right down, they'd disappear. I'll show you real quick. Let's take a look at that. If we just left it alone the way it is, they're all gonna just fall away. Oh great, more encoding overload. We got problems. This is probably not gonna work. I have a feeling that it's not recording anything that I'm saying or doing. It's gonna suck. Oh yeah, they're all gone already. Oh, what's going on now? Calm down. Okay. Oh, we didn't get to see what happened. Oh well. Anyway, let's get back to it. Tell me the game didn't just do something. Tell me Unity didn't just do something stupid. Oh, we got problems now. Oh my god, Unity! Okay, yeah, we're back. Yeah, Unity's got issues. Anyway, alright. Another thing you're going to want to do, you're going to look in your tile map renderer. You're going to see this thing here, order and layer. Lower numbers, like even the lower the number, the farther back the object is rendered. So 0 is just like basic, right? So what we want to do, we want the ground to be like back there. So let's just set it to -1 just for the heck of it. And then decorations, set that to 1 so it renders on top. Alright. Actually, let's set this to -1. And let's set ground to -2. Alright, mate. Alright, do that. Alright, so here's the next part I'm going to show you. We've got our rigid body 2D, and we've got our composite collider. You're going to go into your rigid body 2D, and click here for body type. You want to make sure it's static. Alright, that's going to tell Unity these objects don't move. This tile map, whatever's on it, it doesn't move. It stays where it is. So it doesn't go falling off the face of the earth. Then you're going to go to your tile map collider 2D. Down here, you're going to see used by composite. You want to click that. Look at that. Got rid of all the individual boxes. So now, it's pretty much saying that this is one collider. So it doesn't have to render each individual, box collider there, or tile map collider, or whatever it is. It doesn't have to render each one. It just creates one solid one. So cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, what did we learn today? Despite a whole bunch of nonsense. We learned how to create a tile map. Yep. We learned how to take our tile palette and take tiles from the tile palette and paint them onto the tile map. We learned that. We learned about tile map colliders and composite colliders, and a little bit about rigid bodies. So your homework for now is going to be to decorate your little map. You can make it a little bigger. You can throw some more trees in there, some flowers, whatever you want. Make it your own. All right, just don't make it too big. We want a little area for now. All right, and then I had wanted to start getting into scripting in this episode, but we'll do that in the next one. So in the next episode, we're going to get into the basics of scripting with C#. I know it's kind of nerve-wracking, kind of stressful getting into writing code, but trust me, it's going to be real easy. Hold your hand through it. So in the next episode, we're going to create our player character. We're going to take the sprites that you created for your player, and we're going to get him. We're going to get him into the game. We're going to get your player into the game. We're going to add a collider to him, a rigid body 2D to him, and we're going to create a movement script for him. So we're going to set everything up in the next episode to have your character moving around and colliding, not being able to move through trees. It's going to be great. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you check out the other videos. Check out that devlog for side scroll. It's a 2D side scrolling pseudo platforming game, kinda. I call it Metroidvania-ish because there's really no way to actually describe it. But it's a side-scrolling RPG essentially. I'm releasing it for free in the summer of 2021 on Steam and itch.io. It's gonna be free. so you don't have to pay for it. Check out the devlogs on that. It's gonna be cool. So yeah, like the videos. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. And check out all my social media in the description. There's really only two. Well, there's a couple more now. I got a TikTok and an Instagram going. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.